Hey guys, Kate Kennedy here, and I'm going to bring you my last video with the March Hip Kit. So for this video, I'm going to be using the Layout Challenge board, but I'm going to use it to make some cards. So you can always find these on the Hip Kit Club blog. They're always posted there, and you can join in the challenge. So here's a look at what I'm working with, and I think I've made 5 cards in this video. It all went pretty fast once I got started. So here we go with the first one. And I did some of the work ahead of time. So I took the EXO stamp from the Amy Tangerine stamp set and I just stamped it in a bunch of different colors of pigment ink. I found that the pigment ink worked the best with this stamp set in the colors, and I'm just taking that Darling and stamping it in some archival black ink. This is going to be like a 1-layer card. There's no dimension on it or anything, so it'd be great for mailing. And then I'm using these little Studio Calico letters to just write hello. So I'll just say hello, darling. And then I'm gonna, this is just the card front. I'm gonna mount it on some cardstock and you'll see that at the end. I just worked on the card fronts in this video. So that was really fast to do. So for this next card, I'm gonna take half a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. I've cut it in half and I'm gonna score it at 4 1/4. I'm gonna create a side or a top kind of folding card. I just cut a piece of the pattern paper at, let's see, it was 4 by 5 1/4. So it's 1/4 of an inch, which makes it a 1/4 of an inch all around smaller, or a 1/8 of an inch all around smaller. I also cut a circle. I just used the embellishment and I compared it with the circle dies that I have and found one that was just slightly bigger. So I'm just going to put that up on some pop dots, and then I'm just going to take this Dear Lizzie embellishment that says I'll be yours and you'll be mine, and that is it. And it's a super simple, really, really fast card. So for the next one, I'm going to focus on the feathers. And I took those little dies from Simon Says Stamp and cut out a whole bunch of feathers from the different papers in the kit. And I took some of the craft and made a card base. And then I only cut this 1/4 of an inch off the sides of the card and left the top and the bottom so it covers all of the craft. And then for some reason it never works out perfectly, so I'm having to cut a little bit of white off of the end there. And I cut some of those feathers out of vellum and in different directions. So this is a super simple card, but I love the way it looks. And it would be a great one to make like a set of to give as a gift or something. That would be really fun because it's like once you get all the die cutting done, it's so quick and simple. And I'm just using some vellum adhesive on this one so that you can't see it. See through, see the adhesive. So I'm just kind of lining those up and having them going in different directions. And I have one that I've already made that I'll show you here with a little different type. Okay, so now for this one, I'm focusing on one of the embellishments. It says Make Lemonade, and I'm going to put a little adult twist on it. So I'm just putting it on some pattern paper, and I'm going to cut a border around it so that it shows up against that white card base. So I'm just fussy cutting around this and just leaving a little bit of an edge. And I'm going to put that on with some adhesive. And I'm going to stamp the little hashtag stamp down here at the bottom in some archival ink. And then I'm going to take some of the Studio Calico letters and I'm going to put the words, well, you'll see. And like I said, it's a little bit of adult humor, so I don't mean for it to offend anybody or anything like that. It's just kind of a joke. So it's going to say hashtag add vodka. And then, I mean, I think it's funny. It's all in good fun, right? And then as I'm looking at this card, I'm realizing that it's kind of plain and it needs something. So what I'm going to do is take one of the stamps from the Amy Tangerine stamp set. This is like the most versatile stamp set ever. I've used all these stamps a ton. Oh, first I'm showing you that I cut some of those little arrows or chevrons, whatever you want to call them, with an Avery Elle die. I've used this in some of my videos before. and I got that inspiration from the mood board that has all the little like kind of watercolored arrows. So when I cut the ends off of that one at the top, it left these little triangles, so I decided to put them in there. I think they'll look so cute. It's like a great little finishing touch. So I'm going to add this little like, kind of wonky asterisk um, stamp, and I'm using the Studio Calico Clean Slate, I think it's called, and you'll see it doesn't stamp perfectly because it's a dye ink, it's not a pigment ink, but it works pretty well. I'm just kind of stamping that all over, and it really helps fill in the card and make it look finished. So again, at the end, you'll see that I put this on some yellow cardstock. And so for this last card, I took one of I'm using that mood board again as inspiration, and I took one of the stamps from the Amy Tangerine stamp set again and stamped in all different colors, and then I cut it down, and I'm gonna pull from my stash and get this cat stamp set that I remembered I had from Paper Smooches, and it has a sentiment on it that says "You're purty," and I thought that was really cute. So I'm just gonna add the little cat on there with some pop dots, and I will also put that onto a card base, which you will again see at the end of the video. I'll have close-ups of everything. So I think real time on this video is like 26 minutes or something like that, or 36 minutes. So it really didn't take me that long to make all these cards. I think working with a mood board really helps. So here's kind of what all of the finished cards look like. So I just used some different colors of cardstock that I had in my stash. Some are from the kit and some I had to kind of finish them off. And I like using colored card bases. That one I thought turned out really cute. And then these are the last ones. So thanks so much for watching, and I should be getting my April kit this weekend, so I'm super excited. So stay tuned for a video, an open box video coming in the next few days. So here's one more look at the March layout challenge and some close-up photos of the cards. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys real soon.